Hello there, my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's do your Path of True Love reading for October 2019. I've already blessed the decks. We're doing a brand new spread because apparently the gods are rewriting the script fast. Each one I do gets a little bit better, sometimes a lot bit better. This one's got a past, present, future in it. I don't usually do timelines, but they're like the quantum timelines are changing fast. Like people are moving faster along the path of true love than they realize. And doesn't that make sense, Taurus, right? What are your two modes? Stop or charge, right? That both could be happening at the same time. Well, it looks like nothing's going on. Everything's moving. Well, that's vibrationally true. So let's dive in. I think you'll like this. And there's a surprise at the end for each sign. Don't tell the other signs I asked Aries not to, but what are the chances they're gonna not tell everybody? Let's dive. Okay, first card down. We're gonna get you your sort of like the main archetype, your archetype, because remember the path of true love is about you as an individual manifestation of the one, right? Of the great one, the all that is, where you are on your path of true love, right? So my collective pantheon of angels, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, including whoever is watching this, please. One card, what is the dominant archetype, the soul power that they are alchemizing from lead to gold for October 2019? The Mystic! Well, yay, I have the Mystic. It's a little rough. The Mystic can be a little rough, you'll see in the shadow. And it's something that you're going to have to deal with. I actually talked a little bit about the Mystic and mysticism in the clarifying divination and intuition video I did a couple of days ago. You might want to have a look-see. The Mystic and its light attribute revels in intimate union with the divine. Oh, ain't that true? I'm such a mystic. I'm like, if I could really have all of my physical needs taken care of and never had to leave the house, I would revel in intimate union with the divine, and there's just nothing like it. I mean, beyond words. Shadow attribute, delusional rapport with the divine, right? So you always have to keep your eye on, is this healthy? Like, for instance, the divine never says, yeah, you're right, they are total fuckwads. They don't say that. The divine is the highest vibration of love that we can bring in. And that's why there's a difference to me between spiritual and divine, because spirit, oh honey, there's all different kinds of spirit and spirituality, and the ego can adopt spiritual language, right? But the divine, that means we're talking God power, divine power, which is a mystery to us, yet that is what we are somehow, right? We don't see it. That's why it's even a mystery to us. Let's give you a past, present, future. We're going to build a past, present, future line, one card each from the Healing with Angel Oracle, one Daughters of the Moon Tarot, one Chuck Spezzano, and then I'm going to do a second line using the same three in different combos. You'll like it. I think it's a lot of information. I love when the cards support each other. So let's dive in here. My angels, please, one card for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where have they been? Not a good way to say it. Where have they been on the path of true love relative to October 2019? Well, in meditation, which makes sense with the Mystic, right? Isn't that just like right there? Yeah, totally. Totally. Synchronicity. Good. Meditation in the past. Where you've been. Where are you now on the path of true love, my gods, please? Where is this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love right now? Which means at the time that they're watching this. And yes, this is not yesterday, today, tomorrow. This is all relative to the month of October 2019. So if you're watching this in September, which you probably are, keep in mind that that might overlap, right? That the now, the present, where you are in the present, ain't just 10 seconds, right? So please, my gods, where is this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love right now? The Dreamer, which is the card of the Fool in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, which makes a lot of sense with meditation, right? So you've been meditating on it. Now you're getting the download. You're getting a vision. You're getting, do I jump? Do I go for this? Do I not go for this? Well, let's see what the masters have to say about the future. My masters, please, one card. This is a quantum timeline. Anything can change. But please, with your masterful grace. One card, please, for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they going on the path of true love? Well, they're going to be dealing with fear. It doesn't necessarily mean their own, probably somebody else's. Can you actually get the word on that there? Fear. See, there it is at the bottom. Fear. Well, and certainly, if you're the dreamer, the fool, you have this dream, this vision, this thing. It's like, right? It's like that fool just like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. But that's why we love this. We're now going to take the Daughters of the Moon Tarot to clarify the past in meditation. Have fun. I did one for myself, and I was like, oh, sure. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was like, fuck, this works. Yeah, well, when you surrender your life to the divine as a mystic, expect the unexpected. My gods, please, one card for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love relative to October 2019. Where has this Taurus been? Well, meditating, contemplating on decision. So we got a lot of air energy there. I mean, meditation is ultimately beyond the mind, but that can also mean contemplation of the many decisions, right? Are all the blades on the table, as it were. Now, 8 of Blades in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we're familiar with that one. That's like, and with meditation, that does make sense there. But, you know, a decision is life-changing. It ain't just a choice. All right, right. Move now to the Masters, because now we're going to clarify the dreamer. Let's clarify that dreamer. Right, they told me to consolidate these as I go to make more room. Good, good, good. All right. My Masters, please, one card for this Taurus. I'm going to flip it. Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they on the path of true love in the present? Okay, dealing with rules. Wow. But there are rules. Maybe I don't know what the rules are, or maybe they're societal rules that are holding me back from blah, 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 which then certainly indicates that might be a little bit of the fear that you're dealing with ongoing, right, for October. But that's why, you know, we have these lovely angel cards to clarify that. So looking at the Fool, right, in the present moment, with rules and regulations to abide and obey. I've got a fuzz box and I'm going to use it. Some people can be like, I can't believe you said that. Google it. Fuzz box. Please, my angels, one card for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love. Where are they right now on the path of true love? Well, surrender and release. So maybe that's it. Maybe you're jumping away from those rules. That feels really good. Doesn't mean you're not going to face that fear, but like the rules and regulations, but I need this, but you need that, but what about this, what about this? We have to make sure, look, boundaries are fine, but rules can often be imposed from the outside, not necessarily rising from the inside in terms of healthy, dynamic boundaries, right? So that does kind of make sense, that surrender and release of the rules in the present moment, to just really at least let yourself dream, because you have a dream, a fantasy. Let's not go ABBA at the mo, shall we? So there's that one. There's that one. Oh, I completed that center. No, that's right. 1, 2. Oh, that surrender and release was for that one. I'm so sorry. Like I said, new spread. That surrender and release is about the fear. Oh, well, then that does make a lot of sense, because then here, hold on one sec. So here, so we've got that one, we've got that one, we've got that one. I get it. So in the future, there is a surrender and release of fear that is, sorry, in the present moment, really about that, that dreamer and the rules. That makes a whole lot more sense. So then what we need then, let's go back to the past. Travel, let's go back in time. Oh, Kyoko. My Masters, please, one card for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in the past. In the past, where have they been on the path of true love with these decisions of meditation with play. Well, should I play the game or not? Should I play the game or not? Do I want to play? Do I want to enjoy myself? Can I make a decision to just walk this path and play? And then let's get the angel card for that one. That makes a lot of sense. So for the present moment, please, my angels, please clarify this dreamer with roles. I think I see why you redirected it that way. I get it. Please, one card in totality to clarify for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising Venus sign. Where are they on the path of true love? Listening. Okay, so here we are. Are you going to listen to the rules, or are you going to listen to the dream? Right? And know that this card, listening, I love it so much. It means that your prayers are being heard, but are you also listening to this major arcana card? Something is calling you forward off the cliff, a dream. Oh, it's the hero's journey. The path of true love is the hero's journey through our relationships. Will you hear the call or deny the call? Just remember, when the hero denies the call, disaster ensues. It's just how it goes. I didn't make it up. Carl Jung certainly would agree, and certainly Joseph Campbell would. So let's get your last tarot down here to complete the future, because you've got the surrender and release of fear, which does indicate moving you, at least at this quantum timeline moment, that, you know, you listen. You either listen to one or the other, hence the decision in the past. This is all kind of flowing together in a steady quantum timeline. So my gods, please clarify for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising Venus sign on the path of true love. Where are they going on the path of true love with this surrender and release with fear? Please clarify, a clue, a tip, a hint. This one. Surrendering the fear of Libra, which is about 7th house relationships, partnerships, marriage, all of that stuff. I have a feeling you're gonna go for the dream. You're gonna take the leap. You're gonna give it a shot. Or you will be releasing relationships forever because of fear. Now, do you see how the quantum works? Divination does not tell you what's going to happen. It's a GPS. It shows you what's up ahead. But you totally have free will. And considering that you've been meditating on whether or not to play along with this to make the decision, this is all flowing. It makes sense in an entire month that you'd have a build-up, you'd have a peak of that present moment, and then moving forward facing the fear. Now, remember, I said you had a surprise. You do. Oh, we're going to pull one more Caroline Myss archetype for another archetype, not your own, perhaps in somebody else, relationship of any kind. Yeah, nothing here necessarily necessitating a clear, definitive, this is romantic. Oh, wait, no, right. Before I do that, I'm so sorry. The guides are talking fast. Let's get your 5D. We have to get your 5th dimensional perspective from the higher selves of all involved. Oi, new spread. Don't worry. By Gemini, I'll have it now. Here we go. But now you know what the surprise is. Hey, I wrote a surprise. Virgo, Earth signs, what do we care? Just bring us the cake, right? My collective pantheons of angels, gods, masters, higher souls of all involved. Please, one overview for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Where have they been on the path of true love? You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do, that you choose to do. That if that was part of your meditational, contemplative process, discovering your own limitlessness, considering that the Fool card would be next in the present moment, that there might have been the ending of a cycle, you might have really contemplated that it's like, it's okay to play this out. And to know that there's always going to be fear. You always want to look before you leap, but you don't want to always live your life head over heart. You want to balance them both. So you are limitless. So please, same thing, my collective pantheons of angels, gods, masters, and higher selves. Please, where is this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love in the present? Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth. So the rules, right, that are coming along with this dream and listening, just to get that in the present moment, that love is all around. You know, I'm not even going to do the Mary Tyler Moore joke on that, because I know what it's like to stand on that cliff of do I love or do I not? Where if the fear is about breaking the rules, well, then just know that love is all around you here. That just look for it, accept that truth, and that love is never wrong, that we are all in a learning curve, right, of how to express that love, right, with conduct. And yes, conduct is one thing, but are you dealing with societal rules, or are you dealing with, for instance, I don't know, your honor code? Or are you just afraid, which is what really does show up in the next thing? Like, there is this vibe here in this future card. Like, for some of you, it might be, that's it, I'm surrendering and releasing this relationship, either because it's fear-based, that you're, like, if you're releasing a relationship because the person that you're in, which we will get that archetype down, is just totally in fear and it's time to surrender and release it, then good on you, right? Then follow your guidance and grace. But let's get your 5D, your fifth dimensional perspective from the collective guides, masters, teachers, pantheons, higher selves, all y'all involved. Please, a whisper of love. Where is this Taurus collective sun, moon, rising Venus sign going in October 2019? New love. There is a new love coming in. Yeah, that makes sense. You got fear. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. But with the Libra card, come on. Come on, we're talking about a one-on-one partnership here of some kind where there is fear that can be, I would highly recommend it. Don't tell people what to do, but to surrender and release that fear, because that's what the path of true love is for. Not about getting you hooked up, but about using your relationships for their true function, which is the healing of all involved. And I just don't mean the people in the relationship in that sense of the quantum. So even the message here, you are limitless, message from the about the past, the present, love is all around you, and that new love to embrace that. And now let's get your ruined surprise. Mark, you had to go ahead and ruin the surprise. I'm so sorry. Not really. I just go with the flow. I just do what they tell me. But I got a little excited there for y'all, didn't I? I have no planets in Taurus. So I must really be empathing you. Please, my collective pantheons of angels, gods, masters, and higher selves of all involved, what is the archetype that this mystic, this beloved Taurus mystic, will be dealing with on the path of true love for October 2019? The dilettante. Now, the dilettante. I like the dilettante. I have dilettante. I am a dilettante in certain things. You'll hear why. I know it's always such a dirty word, dilettante, right? Light attribute, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Absolutely. Like when I go to an art show, I do not pretend that I am art history, or, you know, my art is verbal and the dancer, we're the dancers. Yeah, I got that both very, very yang part of me. But I don't pretend to know, and I also know when I'm being superficial about something, and I'm just like, meh, it's just not for me. Shadow attribute. Pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So my mystic, if this is what you're dealing with, I could see why you're like, I don't know if I want to jump. I don't know that I want to jump. But because you have that access to mystical love, right, the divine love, that there is a need for you to really embrace and look at and surrender that fear, right, to balance this out on the path of true love for yourself, because even with a dilettante, they can be very excited in their light, but in their shadow, it will tweak you in your gut. And just remember, everybody has lead, everybody has shadow. That does not mean there's not something of worth here. And remember, the dilettante, it says there in the arts, it does make sense with what we think of as the performing arts or the visual arts, right? But it can also be the mystical arts. I know it's a little Dr. Strange at the moment, but you know what I'm saying, the spiritual arts, the divinatory arts. So this could also be, in a sense, a mentorship. There's all sorts of personality constructs that this archetypal relationship could play itself out in. But regardless, what if the new love is about an art form of some kind? That's what it's about when you're reading a collective. Near infinite probabilities of how this can play itself out, but the quantum timeline is worth walking the path of. Thank you so much for your time, my Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. May you be blessed on the path of true love. May we all be blessed with what we need on the path of true love to learn, to heal, to grow, to evolve, to become the best that we can be, embody our fifth dimensional higher selves every moment through our minds, our hearts, our choices, our words, our conduct, for the well-being of all. That I am now. And so it is. Blessed be. Blessed be. Please like, subscribe, share, trying to get to 1,000 so I can do a super live chat, whatever the hell that is. I don't know what I want to do it. The kid inside me wants to do it because I'm having so much fun doing this. So good luck. Go check your other signs too. With the mystic, sometimes you can get more information that others don't see, but also sometimes they're like, no, you are in a mystery. Endure mystery. Cool, cool. Reach out if you need the help. All my info's in the box. But for now, farewell and blessed be.